like LeBron. It reminds me why people don't like him.
Expound
Because
on
this
that.
nigga ha kid with his smug ass laugh. Fucking, I'm partnering with Hennessy. I know how controversial saying I got a decision is. But gotcha. It's just a partnership with Hennessy.
What up? What's happening? What's cracking, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the NoClearance Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, here with two amazing people. We got the queen of the pod herself in the building. KC in the place to be. KC, what's happening? What's cracking?
What's going on? I'm a little sick. I'm a little pissed off because it's my week off, but it's all right. We're still alive and well.
Still alive and well. Still alive and well. Well, I hope you get some good rest.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Just take a day for your sick day and take Theraflu.
I don't know. I feel like these new cough medicines and shit, I don't think they got what they need anymore. Like
I feel you on that.
You know what I mean?
I got some weird stuff that I do. I don't. I like to take ibuprofen and sleep on my side, and just make sure I go to bed by like 8:00.
Okay.
So when I wake up, I just be feeling, and then I drink a lot of tea with honey in it.
Okay, I've been doing a lot of tea, which is I feel like it has helped.
I do the,
but I think I'm a little more congested than like fever. Type shit.
I do the medicine ball. Starbucks used to have a medicine ball. It was peach green tea and peppermint tea with lemon juice, and put honey in it. Solid work. I wish you the best.
I do have that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mix it up. We also have producer of the pod, the legend himself, in the place to be. Jay, how you doing, my brother?
I'm good. Just happy to be back,
It's good to have all three of us back in the building, you know?
This has been sporadic. I'm just telling you, man. The second half of this year, man, it's for fucking
been
crazy.
Trash.
Hey, man, 2025. 2025. You feel me?
This year.
What we talking about today? Well, let's get to Jalen's nerd news. Since Jay, we missed you on the Jalen's nerd news, my brother. I've had to take over and talk about some boring shit. So here you are.
I mean, it wasn't that boring.
It was helpful. I hope it was helpful.
That was interesting. I kind of.
Oh, okay, that's good to hear. But let's get to it, man.
I didn't know about it. But this week, Jalen's nerd news. I'm back. I was going to talk about Peacemaker and Gen V. The last two episodes of Peacemakers, episodes 6 and 7. I know I was talking shit a couple weeks ago, but it really picked up.
He's trying to downplay it.
It got
he was talking.
It got to where I wanted it to go. It's getting to where I wanted it to go.
I literally said that.
But I also said maybe I'm speaking too soon. But I'm just like, I'm hoping something happens the next episode it did. I wanted it and they gave it to me.
Yeah.
This show so far, John Cena's really putting in this work. I never thought I'd say it.
Boy.
That boy is acting his ass off, man. Hey, I swear to God, him and The Rock heard that people were saying Dave Bautista was the best actor turned wrestler. I mean, wrestler turned actor, and they took it personal. Because I heard The Rock got this new movie came out. He acting his ass off too. Where was this for the last 20 years? I love to see it. But yeah, Peacemaker's really good so far. The season finale's next week. Excited to see what's going on in it. A lot of stuff happened. They had a lot of racists in episode 7. We found out we was in a Nazi world. It was just another world. But like
where the Nazis won World War II.
And we got the black woman. She was running. She was out. And it was crazy.
Okay.
It was crazy. But yeah, it's a great show. I think it's really good. Really stepping up their game with this DC TV type stuff.
James gonna be having some messages, yo.
Yeah.
As much as I say I'll be tired of them, I'll be like, damn, that shit hit. That shit hit on the fucking money.
Comic book media always got a message. It's always, speaking of stuff getting deep. Gen V, the last 3 episodes, episode 4, 5, and 6 is the last time I talked about it. This show is really good. It's really dark. It's a little gross. The story's finally getting interesting. I like to see we're finding out this thing we're finding out how Marie was created for a purpose that we don't know yet, and the principal of the school is like testing her every chance he can, but in the most fucked up ways, like the way the spoiler alert, the way the last episode ended, he forced Marie to bring her sister back to life. And the way he did that was he let them break out their prison cells because they back in jail. And they go in to save her sister, and they just open up the cell and her throat is slit.
Oh my goodness.
And so now, and so how Marie has blood powers, he basically like forced her to use her powers to the potential where he knows they need to be, but in the most fucked up way because she brought her back to life. And it was crazy. And that's how the most recent episode ended.
Oh,
the
God.
show was nuts.
My neck hurt.
And to know the drama between the sister and her Marie and her sister, this is the first time we've seen Marie's sister since the first episode when she unfortunately killed her parents. So like she's been looking for a sister. So she finally finds a sister. She's locked up in prison with her, and they go to save her, and they find her with her throat slit. It's fucking crazy.
Oh wow.
But yeah, good Family show. Matters. It's really good. I'm excited to talk about it every week. I'm excited to see what happens next week with this new development of Marie's powers, basically bringing people back to life. But yeah, Gen V, it's a good season so far. And that's Jalen's nerd news. Like that.
All
like
right.
That right there. Got it in, get it quick.
All right.
I can't stand you.
And this next part of the episode is brought to you by the NoClearance Patreon. If you want to hear the convo before the convo, we have some very interesting, to say the least, conversations before we hit record. Man, make sure you go to patreon.com/NoClearance. $5 a month, you get our extra content that I am sure you will enjoy. Shout out to all of those who are part of the Patreon. KC, it's time for the picks, man. It's time for KC's picks. You know, you did a decent job last week. I can't remember the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure you did pretty good. Now the Baltimore verse, I forgot who they played, but they got their ass whooped. I'm pretty sure we picked Baltimore. The Baltimore game.
Yeah, they lost.
I forgot
Kansas
Lamar
City
Jackson
lost
hurt.
too.
I forgot to tell you that. You
didn't tell me that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into it. Big shout out to the Eagles, man. We took an L this Sunday, but we'll be back. We play Thursday night. Philadelphia Eagles are playing the New York Giants. Holy cow. Who do you have in this one, Casey?
Tell me some information on the Giants.
So the Giants are starting a rookie quarterback by the name of Jackson Dart. They have won 2 games so far. Oh, nope. Their record is 1-4. I'm sorry. Their record is 1-4 while the Eagles are 4-1.
So they've won 1 game.
They've won 1 game. Yes. The game is in New York. Thursday night, they have a rookie quarterback, and their best receiver is hurt.
I'm going to go with Philly.
All right. Sounds good. The next game, we have the Arizona Cardinals versus the Indianapolis Colts, 2 teams that are, one is not playing up to its potential, and the other one is playing above what we thought they would do. So the Colts are the team that's playing very exceptional. We didn't see this coming. They're 4-1. The Cardinals, I just feel like they should always do better than what the heck they're doing every year. They're 2-3. The game is in Indianapolis. Also, the Colts have probably the second best running back in the NFL.
Currently.
With Jonathan Taylor.
I'll go Colts.
Okay.
All right.
That's a solid pick.
A solid pick. They also give up the least amount of points per game. We have the San Francisco 49ers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This should be a good one. Both teams are 4-1. The game is in Tampa Bay, Florida. Quarterbacks, I think Mac Jones. Is Mac Jones still starting?
Mac Jones.
Former Patriots quarterback Mac Jones is starting this week for the Niners, and Baker Mayfield is starting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Every game that the Buccaneers have won has been by 3 points or less. 49ers, 49ers won last week. They was not supposed to win that game. They had 90% backups in, and they beat the Rams. So I just feel like
that sounds like a solid team. I think I'm gonna go with them.
with the
Niners?
49ers.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
That's gonna be
finally we
game.
have
the big game.
We have the Sunday night. We got the Sunday night game. The Detroit Lions versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Detroit Lions steamrolling niggas. They are steamrolling. They're 4-1 right now.
They had that one loss, and we was like, "Damn, are they sucking?" And then
they beat the dog shit out of Baltimore a couple weeks ago, and that was with Lamar Jackson. The Kansas City Chiefs are coming up. They just lost on Monday to the Jacksonville Jaguars, a game that I feel like they should have won.
Yeah, should have won.
But the game's in Kansas City. Kansas City is known probably as
tough place.
One of the loudest stadiums.
Yeah. I thought Seattle was.
Seattle's the 12th man. It is one of them. Seattle's one of them. Seattle and Kansas City. But last time Detroit was in Kansas City, Detroit won. It should be a fun matchup. Casey, who you got?
I mean, it sounds like Detroit has something to prove, so I'm gonna go with Detroit.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
I like that.
Either or would have been a good pick.
Yeah,
that is Casey's picks. If you're gonna put some money on it, if you make some money, send them to Casey. Don't even worry about the no. Just send some money to Casey. Send some cash over. You feel me? Or subscribe to her podcast. Make sure you go to Dare to Talk. Subscribe to the Dare to Talk channel. All right. Now, Casey, what's the tea?
Okay, so clink clink, everybody's favorite segment. Clink. The tea today is about generally. Okay, we're gonna start off with Latto. So earlier this week, there was some videos and pictures swirling of Latto having a little bit of a bump. And I, me being a female rap connoisseur and like really appreciating female MCs, it does something to my spirit when they get impregnated. Now, I do think life is a beautiful thing, right? And to be able to bring life into the world is something that not everybody has the opportunity to do. So if you have a working uterus and your eggs are dropping, for sure, go ahead and have them kids. But, because there's always a but, I feel as though when women, and I'm not saying this is right or I agree with this, but when women have kids, it puts them out of alignment. And I'll say this in a way that's not like, we live in a patriarchal society, right? Where it's like, honestly, you should be able to have a kid and just jump right back in where you left off. But that's not the society we live in. We live in a society where you have a kid, it's quote unquote holding you back. There's things you can't do and X, Y, and Z. So with that lingering, I was afraid that that's, Latto was going to end up in this position and have this kid, not to say she doesn't have the means, right? She has the money, she has the means to support said child. But it just doesn't feel like she's had her, and this is no comparison to Cardi, but she hasn't had her Bodak Yellow moment. And when I refer to that, because you'll hear me say that periodically about different female artists, but when I say that, I'm looking for that moment where you go from local star to superstar. And Latto is phenomenal locally, right? I think even outside of Atlanta, I think that she is somebody that is dope in what she does, but she hasn't had that like pivotal taken into the stratosphere moment.
She hasn't reached that next level yet.
So it made me worried. I was a little scared because there's a lot of female MCs right now that are with child. And this is not to say you can't have kids, but it's just like, dang, you haven't had your moment yet. Or I feel like, not enough people know about you. Or it's not it's not making the movement in which I know it should and could make. Latto then later on the next day reported. Oh, go ahead. Latto then the next day posted a couple of clips or pictures of herself, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I had too much Wagyu and ramen. Don't piss on me and call it rain, Latto. If you're pregnant, you're pregnant. There's nothing you could do about that." I think it's really insulting to a lot of her fans' intelligence to be like, I was bloated. Bitch, you know good and damn well, y'all plan y'all outfits out ahead of time. You know what you're wearing. You know how it's going to look. Don't insult us. Just say, you know what I mean? And it makes sense because she just came out or confirmed the relationship she had with or has with 21 Savage. So, you know, and she's officially confirmed her relationship with 21. Now, some could say, like, maybe she's confirming it because she knows she's pregnant and she's going to have to, you know, who the pappy type shit. Here's my thing. I don't like to think that people are that calculated and that I don't know. I just don't think people are that calculated when it comes to having kids. But at the other hand, I do know there's a lot of things going on with 21 where not a lot of her fans are excited that she's with this man. So I know maybe having a child with him, there won't be a lot of like
You mind why wouldn't they be
parades.
excited that she having a child with 21? What's up with 21?
Allegedly he's still married to the wife he married supposedly just for immigration papers. This is all alleged though. None of this is confirmed.
Oh shit, never hear. Oh snap. Oh
And
snap.
so
Okay.
a lot of people
You
have
didn't
been
know
on the
that?
internet like it doesn't matter. Married is married. You shouldn't be with a married man, X, Y, and Z. And you know, 21 has several kids. You
So
know,
is she
I
really with
believe with this
I do
21
man.
know he has
Savage?
kids. I
Is
do
she
know he has
really
kids.
with him?
She
Nah, I heard about that. I think
So
she is.
I
it's been
don't.
confirmed from her, but
Yeah.
there's been a lot of people that's like the paparazzi. They feel like it was a setup on her team
Yeah.
because it's like, why are they? You know, the questions they were asking weren't like they were very specific questions, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. So some people feel like that was a setup by her team so that she could just go ahead and just own up to her and 21 being together. I mean, she's made a lot of references to it in her
If you
Yeah.
listen to the last album,
Yeah.
she references a
Yeah.
thug nigga a
She
lot.
does. Yeah, and
Lick
she does.
something
Yeah,
if
the
you
way
love
she
me.
says. Yeah,
She
she
love when
do
a
that.
man drives. She was driving through the hood. You know.
And
Yeah, she did
stabbing
have
her
that
and
one
shit.
bar. She talking about like a British nigga. You know he from
Yeah.
Britain. Yeah. So yeah.
From UK or some
Hey,
shit
you
like
know,
that. Yeah.
but so he's married.
We don't know. Allegedly.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
you could find people have found it. He's married.
Oh shit. So he's married.
But
What
I
that
say
dude
the
gotta do for the
reasoning
immigration?
the reasoning for his marriage, I would say is alleged. We don't know if that was out
Yeah.
of
Okay.
love or out of,
Oh,
I don't want to
it's because
assume
of the
on that end.
babies. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So
So I mean, I feel like this wouldn't backtrack it at all. I feel like there's been a lot more female rappers that got pregnant and just still big as they already are. Look at Sexy Red. But you know,
yeah, I haven't found an example truly of a
no, I
woman
would
in
say
hip
back in
hop.
the day, but I feel like that narrative is shifting.
But back in the day, who can you tell me?
Mm-hmm.
But it was just known for women in general. So like it was like a
But we
thing.
haven't. We would have an example. I haven't heard of one
So
where.
here's the thing. I remember, and this is she's not a rapper, but like she's in the hip hop, atmosphere, stratosphere. Lauryn Hill, she came out a minute ago, years ago, about like her label and her team like not wanting her to have the kid because it's gonna sidetrack her. Cardi
Yep.
even said that a lot of people said that about Culture when she was pregnant with Culture. So I don't necessarily think that it's something that'll.
It happened to a lot
I
of
think
actresses.
I think it's
A lot
just.
of
I
actresses,
think
yeah.
it's the
That's a different
concern.
lane, though.
Yeah, but we didn't have women in rap. It's still women in entertainment. So like just women in
Yeah.
entertainment in general.
Yeah, but hear me
That
out though. Hear
stigma
me
of
out though.
having a
But I
baby,
but I
it
I would
sometimes
I would
messes
say
up their
let's zoom
career.
in though. I would
Let's
say
zoom in on.
on music because I think for an actress,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, cool, you're pregnant 9 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Projects usually don't launch right away anyway because you got to do
Mhm.
the table readings and things.
Yeah.
So there's ways that they can still finagle and it
Yeah.
doesn't hiccup or
But
what I mean, change.
but that's
I
what
I
I'm
think
just
saying. Those are
I
the
just never
examples.
heard.
So like we haven't had as many women in rap before, so it makes sense that
Mhm.
thinking you would put that thinking into rap because it's entertainment in general. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm
I'm
not
just
saying
I,
the fields are the same. I'm just saying that's in that field is where we have those examples.
fair. But
That's fair.
when we look at our hip hop artists, Casey, you're right. The story of Lauryn Hill, and they was
Mhm.
trying to tell her not to have the baby. Well, she
Mhm.
had the baby, and Zion is one of her biggest songs. I
Yeah.
mean, like
Mhm.
she had her greatest album after the baby was born.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Cardi has a child, and sure, she took her own time, she sets her own schedules, but we still got an amazing project from her recently.
True.
I don't think having a child affects you as a hip hop artist, especially if you do have the work ethic. In the hip hop space, it's just, can you get a good beat? Do you got the bars? And then 9 times out of 10, I feel like after you have a child, whether you a male or female, you start to put that type of vulnerability in your music. People relate to you more. People listen. People tuned in more. It feels more honest. It feels more genuine.
I will say you have to be actually talented and have a good fan base to even do that.
Yeah,
like all the
shout out
examples
to Georgia
have
Smith.
a good fan base. Like Lauryn Hill, like she's known as one of the greatest MCs of all time,
because she has a solid fan base.
Exactly, and same as look at Cardi, look at Sexy Red. That's the prime example. She was up there looking a damn fool, and people still fucked with her. So like, I don't know if Latto has as loyal of a fan base.
Latto I
feel like you could get the, you could be. I see why you're feeling the way you're feeling, Casey. Because her fan base is like just a fan of everyone else. You know what I'm saying? It's never just like, I'm just Latto.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Latto
and I guess that's my thing. So I feel like if Latto was to have a kid, I don't feel like it would change much, right?
Especially because she called herself Big Mama already.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So it kind of, but again, it fits into that image that she's like
she be shaking
created. And oh God, you're so sick. I'm
just
saying, yes,
she already shaking the.
This is the thing. I really feel like giving birth to a child is just something that's not. It's not predictable. Does that make sense? Like you don't know how a child will impact your life. And I think that's such a big deal. Like that's not something you should like take lightly. Not saying that she is, if she is pregnant, but I think as an artist, there's a sense of, let's use whatchamacallit, Cardi B as an example, right? She's named this in all these interviews she's done, is like, Beyonce didn't just become Beyonce because overnight. Like there's a lot of like work ethic and work you got to put into that. This is no shade to no female MC, but it's like, if you're not doing that level of work without a child, it's going to be hard to do that level of work with a child. Not saying it's impossible, but it's just going to be difficult. And I think it's easier to say, oh shoot, I got a kid, like I can't do X. You know what I mean? It gives you leeway to be like, oh, I can't do that because of X. I don't know.
Do you think Latto has that type of drive to try and be the best?
Like, does she know for a fact she do.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I think she does, but I think she is something else she's missing. Do you understand?
She's definitely missing something, but she got the work ethic.
Yeah, the work ethic's there.
She been doing this since she was a child. She was on the show. She was on the rap joint with Jermaine Dupri. She been doing this for a long time. She had to reinvent herself.
Yeah,
and come back as Latto.
Remember, she
used
to
be Mulatto.
Yeah.
So I don't think she has a problem. Yeah, I don't think she has a problem with
the still light skin.
I don't think she has a problem with starting over and re up.
Yeah, you're right.
The talent to
she's
Tyler's
done
point,
it before.
The talent's there. It's not like
she's top tier of the tier 2 artists. She's number 1 of the tier 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I do believe she has a base. I think she has a solid fan base. I think they respectfully, I think they're younger than us.
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
think a lot of people
I think
our group is going to be Latto fan. But she has dropped. I've listened to her. I listened to her previous 2 albums. She's dropped good music. She drops solid projects.
Yeah, her projects are always solid. But
she
it's
give you
just
a decent little hit.
She ain't been to. She ain't dropped a great album. She ain't dropped a great song. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, who has though? Outside of Cardi, which one of these
rappers
really dropped a great album?
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, in comparison to
feelings. I'm trying to understand Casey's feelings. So I'm asking.
So I think when I discuss this, right, and this is not just, we could take it out of Latto. This is just like any female MC. I think there's so much rooted in it where it's like you have to be the best of the fucking best to get recognized in any like
Mm-hmm.
slightness. You know what I mean? So it's like you're approaching that level of like motherfuckers respect you, like pen wise, right?
Yeah.
You never hear anybody talk crazy about Latto not being able to spit. Now there are moments where it's like, ooh, that had potential to go to the the
Yeah.
next level. But I think that's what I'm talking about as far as that missing piece. I don't know what that missing piece is, but it's like Latto she's almost there. It's never a doubt of if, it's a matter of when. And what I don't want, sometimes I feel like, what I'm saying is I sometimes feel like women or people that have kids in general, you can use the kid as an excuse to not reach your potential. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not like a bad thing, right?
Right.
But it's a double-edged sword. The kid
Yeah.
could be the thing that catapults you and
Yeah.
pushes you further, but it also can be the thing that like hinders you and like, you know
Yeah.
what, I actually want to be a stay-at-home mom, or I want to reevaluate what, how I want to go about this. And I think to Tyler's point, when you reinvent yourself, right?
Yeah.
It could go two ways. It could go like we're fucking with you, we follow you that good, or it could be like, all right, nah, this is not what we follow. What we were like with you for, if that makes sense. And I think when I talk about her fan base, I don't know if it's strong enough. Not strong enough. I don't know if they're willing to go for another transformation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't think her fan base is solidified. Like, and I would say the same thing about Megan's fans too. I don't feel like her fan base is solidified either. I mean, when you
sold
look
out
at
arenas,
I feel like Meg's fan base is stronger than Latto's.
But I would
people defending
say
Meg
that
in
we
the
could
comments.
Go further though. You know what I mean? Like we could do more.
She could. She definitely could. But you see people
defending
Meg all the time. You don't see as many people defend Latto. Whenever she has some type of backlash or something like that. Some shit she be doing.
I just feel like we 3 albums in. We 3 albums in the Latto's career. Mm-hmm. How many albums we made? What 4 or 5?
Yeah, she got a lot. She drops a lot of music.
Because the first one was a mixtape, so that was.
I just feel like we at a point in both of their careers. It's like I think they are who they are.
Yeah, maybe.
Respectfully,
maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that. I think
maybe,
they are who they are.
What? And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and retract.
But hear me out though. Hear me out. Now I know we looking in the hip hop space, right? Mm-hmm. I've been looking in the R&B space as well. Okay. Georgia Smith. I think she was. If I've seen anyone affected most by pregnancy, it was Georgia Smith. She had the baby, and then the thing about Georgia Smith, she made good music. I think a lot of people looked at her on a beauty level, on a different level of beauty, respectfully, right? Now having the baby, I think made her a little, made her a little thicker. But I think she focused so much on the music due to that her last album was like a really solid piece of work. With Summer Walker be having kids all the time.
Yeah, so I'll be having
niggas love her music.
She got mad kids.
But here's
I
the
just
thing
feel like
about
this
Summer
narrative
Walker,
the narrative's changed though from women in general.
That's all I'm saying.
I think it's a better climate for women to have a baby now.
Yeah.
I'll agree with y'all on that. I think like we've definitely made improvement, right?
I also hear what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. I get it, but I also see the opposite too now as it's getting better. Yeah. I feel like as a society, people are getting better about it.
You know what? I can say that. Maybe I wasn't looking at the growth. Like looking at where we started to now. Yeah.
Sexy Red's my biggest example because she was up there looking a fucking fool with that belly.
I mean, she was in a music video, damn near giving birth.
Exactly. She was like, literally giving birth.
I love to see it where it's the like, baby. But KC, I feel you in the sense of like, now I will say this: in this age, there shouldn't be no need to hide it.
Yeah,
there should be no need to lie to your family. Like, hey.
So is she pregnant?
But there's also a thing of like you needing to make sure as somebody who's gonna have you need to make sure that this baby is really
that's the thing. That's the thing I understood. Like when Cardi was like, "Yo, my fans knew before I even said anything." Again, it's one of those things where I understand you don't want to confirm it right away because you want to get out of the window of like, I want to make sure everything's copacetic, cool. I don't want to say anything and then we miscarry or something happens.
Yeah.
I understand that. But I think to play it off like, oh my God, ramen and wagyu. The bitch, come on. Don't.
Mm-hmm.
You knew what outfit you was wearing. You didn't. Nah, I'm not buying.
By the way, that's just to say ramen and wagyu, that's still popping big shit. I know wagyu is expensive.
Wagyu's mad
It
expensive.
is, and I know she's not getting the Stop and Shop knockoff version.
Yeah.
I know she's getting the pure.
She went to an actual steakhouse for that.
Yeah, she went to a real steakhouse.
So I say all this to say, if you are having a kid, congratulations. I wish you nothing but the best. If you're not having a kid, congratulations. I wish you nothing but the best. I say this to say, I just want. We've come so far, and I don't want us to get trapped. Because that's the other thing, too. It has nothing to do with the kids. Yeah. It's who they having the kids with. I think that's
okay, that's a fair assessment.
There we go. I think that's my thing.
That's where your apprehension's coming from, because you're like, 21 Savage's baby. That's a shitty situation.
21 Savage,
you know what I mean?
I bet you.
I'm not saying he's not.
It's not, but
just,
you heard the best. He might be married.
And then it's
I don't
just.
think she cares.
I don't, and you know what? She possibly could not give two shits, and I love that for her. But I just think we out here giving cat out, and we got to think about who we, you know what I mean?
I mean, but KC, as much as you are very right. You are very right. But this Cardi's album hit as hard if she got about if she wasn't slinging that cat out.
Yeah,
you know what? You right. You right. You might be onto some shit. Hold on.
Maybe.
I'm just now. I know she would do it on purpose, but man,
yeah. But you saying that
everything she went through. Everything she went through that gave us in my drama. Like, it gave us an amazing album with some songs that are like, damn. Now, she ain't had to tell us about Steph. I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago. She ain't had to tell us about the chains on.
That was for the journal. I don't think that was what's going on.
But I mean,
hey,
I think
let them live.
That's my thing, though. We're having kids and we're not. I don't know. It's just the people we're having.
I'm happy for Latto.
Now, 21, he's a solid dude. Makes a good amount of money. Could supports their child. But that's not everybody's. That's not everybody's story. That's my thing.
Yeah, it could be a bad influence. It could be a bad influence in regards to.
Right, because if you see Artie's artists or Artie's R&B,
maybe
not
she
R&B,
just had a regular
females,
boyfriend,
if she had a regular boyfriend, I'm sure it wouldn't.
And always making jokes saying like, "Oh, are we together? Nah, we not together." But now a baby coming, like, come on, like.
I don't know. I just think I don't want us to, because we've went so far as women, right? I don't want us to be like getting trapped. Like, there was a period of time where men were like, oh, she trapped me. I think we're in a day and age where men are trapping women.
I feel like
men are trapping
depending on the situation.
I think so.
And this,
how does that work though? But how did that work?
Here's my thing. Especially, and Latto has said this in a lot of her songs. The nigga be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get you pregnant. And she's like, okay, well, I'm filing charges. That's assault. You know what I mean? There's some men, and I'm not saying all of them. Let me clarify. This is not all of them. But there's some men that don't got shit going on for them. And they find a woman who has her shit together, got her degrees, you know what I mean, handling business, has no need for him aside from what's between his legs. And they're like, you know what? The Wi-Fi jumping in this bitch, the AC jumping, you know what?
Happens.
You know what I mean?
I'm
not going to pull out. Men do it all the time. So I think we're in this day and age where it's like, it's reversed. Like, men are attempting to trap women.
I feel like it's still both ways.
I'm not going to take away from the other side.
I would say, I feel like there's just people who be trapped. Just having babies in terrible situations could turn into a trap. So it depends on who you have a baby with.
Because once you have a kid, that's for life. Like, that's not a.
So, like,
motherfuckers will lie, be like till 18, but that's a lie.
Exactly. You just gotta be careful who you have your babies with. That's all it is. That's all we say. I get what you're saying.
That's it. I just
kids
be mindful about
to children. That's why Crystal was
be mindful of who you have children with. You know, just be aware.
Like, kids ain't toys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If he was a bum before the child, sorry, baby, you're gonna be a bum after the child.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, it's learned behavior.
Yeah.
We got.
Well, that's Casey's tea time. Clink clink.
That's KCT time, man. That's a good conversation, man. I appreciate that. Let's move on, man, to Tyler's Turntables, man. I take a different album. I try to anyway each week. And this week, we're back on Bryson Tiller, man. We're back on Bryson Tiller. I know a couple weeks ago I talked about the double album and how he didn't drop the first disc. He only dropped the second disc called The Vices. But then last Friday, he dropped the first disc called Solace. So we have the album Solace and The Vices by Bryson Tiller. I really enjoyed Solace. I think it's very important to understand that this Solace needs to be listened to in a certain environment. Okay, Solace is a fall album. The first disc is meant for the fall. It's meant for either you driving by yourself early morning, or the sun going down, or if you just want to set up an environment where you on your own and you just sitting down relaxing, listening to the man. Okay, I thought Solace is it sounds like a reflective album in which he is discussing a previous relationship that he, really put his all into, but there was also so much he was going through, so much he was working on, right? You get we start off with Strife, where he was like pretty much just like taking accountability, a lot of accountability for what he did. You know what I'm saying? Whether that was working too much, doing things with other women. I mean, he let it all out on the table in the first song. Okay, he let it out so much in the song No Contest. He was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna fight with you. Like, I did wrong, and I this is not a debate. I did wrong. So you, whatever you want to do, it's what you want to do, And then you get Workaholic, where he feel like he dealing with himself, realizing that his fear of going broke made him just go so hard that he was just neglecting everything. You know what I'm saying? But then we get to the single on the Solace album, which is I Need Her. I big fan of this one. Big fan of this song. Great Anita Baker sample. I think we don't give Bryson enough credit as a songwriter. Really good with words. Really good with, like, if you're looking for metaphors, similes, and just, things of that nature. I feel like I Need Her. Bryson Tiller as a songwriter, but I Need Her. Big fan of that. I think the second one would be Autumn Drive, right below it, which is where we get the idea of, like, this is the fall album, right? Even when you watch the music video, it's in the fall. He watched the Louisville versus Kentucky basketball game, like he back in the city. You know what I'm saying? Crocodile Tears. Now, I'm not going to go through the song for song, but he really put his album in a good order. He put his album in a good order. That's really it. Crocodile Tears is when he admits, like, what the heck he was up to. Because there was a moment where you was thinking, like, where the fuck is Bryson Tiller? And he go, I was working so hard. I'm paying for this girl. I'm supporting her financially. And apparently she go, yo, fuck the money. I want to spend time. And it went from a day, 2 days to a whole year. He just trying to, make this girl happy. And he didn't do no work. He wasn't in the studio. So he was like, you tell my fans where I've been. You know what I'm saying? Feel some type of way about that, which ultimately led to him being like, you know what? I know I messed up. I'm trying to make it right, but we can't do this. In uncertainty, we get the breakup. And then the song Damn is heavy because he's like, damn, that nigga looked better with you than I did. Like, it was kind of crazy. He was
That's
like,
mature. Yeah. That's a mature response.
Very mature. Very mature. He was like, he looked better with you than me, which was crazy. That was, crazy. And, it ends with some star signs. Yeah, do you believe that? Are you really meant to be based on the signs, based on the stars, all this whoop-de-wop? But like I said, man, one thing I give, it's a quick first album, but I enjoyed it. It's good on like a 30-minute ride. I think it's real. I think it's smooth. I think it's well written. The only thing I would say this, star signs, that is something that you could have gave to Chris Brown. I feel like, I know it's his pen. He take, he be trying to do the singing, but man, when I'm listening to him, I'm like, well, Chris Brown would have
bodied it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But I see how the first album leads into the second disc, where it's like, all right, done broke up with my girl. I'm gonna be outside. It's time to be outside, spend some money on these hoes. Hit the strip club, Boss Man D-Lo,
And
200
that's the
bands
one that came out
Plies
I'm
and
just
first.
looking at the features alone. Yeah, the features
Yeah.
alone is like we outside.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
one
Once
that's
again,
two, that's the one that came out first, right?
yes, this 2 came out first.
Okay,
In the
okay.
summer. Because this two was a summer album.
Yeah.
This 2 was a
Got
summer
you.
album. So
Okay.
Okay.
So
I mean,
this
that's
one is
something.
the Vices side. Is this two devices and the one that he releases the Solace?
Yes, the one he released this Friday was Solace. And then this 2, which came out in the summer, was Vices. And once again, No Sharing featuring Lil Tyler. Lil Tyler boy, he was smooth on that joint. That's probably my favorite one off of the
I don't think
No
I've ever heard
Sharing,
of Baby Drill.
No Sharing and Cut Ties. And I gotta once again, I want to give Tiller credit for his versatility in production. You heard a lot of sexy drill. You heard some real smooth R&B beats. You heard a lot, and he's able to flow in and out of those pretty easily.
Would you say
that's my review?
Would you say that Bryson Tiller is back to form?
Very much so. I thought he was back to form with the Bryson Tiller project, but this I feel like puts him. This felt closest to Trap Soul than we've heard in a long time, and I don't want to compare everything to Trap Soul, but
That's
it's
what
hard
I
to
heard.
when your
I've heard
first
that. That's
project
what I
is
was asking. That I
as
heard
good.
that people were like, "Oh, Bryson Tiller's back to his Trap Soul ways."
Yeah, yeah. This is, and you could tell after you could tell with the Bryson Tiller album that he was just feeling more free as a writer. He wasn't thinking too hard about it, and so with this one, he was like, oh, he really back to form. And ironically, each album he's dropped. So when he dropped Trap Soul, anniversary was the anniversary album was the 5-year. Was 5 years since Trap Soul. This one is 10 years. The day he dropped was 10 years after Trap Soul.
Yeah, I did see that.
Bryson Tiller was 10, something like that. So
yeah, that's crazy. It's been 10 years since Trap Soul. Golly.
Shout out to Bryson Tiller, man. With that being said though, shout out to KC because she sent us a post. Allegedly, Bryson Tiller's dropping soon. Miguel dropping soon. So I'm excited for where the men are at in the R&B space right now. It seems like we getting a decent amount of people dropping,
and
especially
Miguel,
with cuffing season coming. It's been a minute with Miguel. He done did some weird things. He done done some weird things, bro. He does some weird things. So hopefully this music, hopefully he back to form. Hopefully he back to form. So yeah, that's Tyler's Turntables. I hope next week you tune in. You know, who knows what I'll be talking about next week. We'll see. All right, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. We gotta talk about something, man. Casey, yesterday, LeBron James tried to LeBron James played mind games with a lot of people yesterday. On Twitter, he said the second decision coming soon. Excuse my mic. He said the second decision coming soon. Now, Casey, I know you are a sports expert. Are you aware of the decision?
The first one. Yeah.
You aware of the first one?
Mm-hmm.
The first decision, of course, was when LeBron decided, yo, I'm going to play for Miami, right? The whole town, the whole city of Cleveland lighting his jersey on fire, niggas hating.
Yeah,
everybody calling him soft for going to a team that already had 2 superstars. It was a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So for you to say the second decision, we like, oh, he must be announcing retirement.
Yeah.
He must
been
be.
the talk of the
40,
town for the last
40, 41, something like that. Mind you, he's still in great shape. Better than
I mean, he invests a lot of money into his body, so I would hope so.
Yeah. But
truly a freak.
All it was an announcement that he is partnering with Hennessy. VSOP.
That's the most niggerish shit to do.
It was stupid.
You know what? I think that's what upset me the most, KC.
That's the most niggerish shit to do.
Of all liquors.
That's like, and you know what? Sue me. But that's like us doing a partnership with a watermelon company. Like that looked crazy. That looks fucking or doing some shit with Kool-Aid. Like you're feeding into the propaganda.
It's fine that he has a partnership with Hennessy. It's just the theatrics around it. Like it was
There
a
you
whole
go. It
stupid
just
fucking thing. Like the last decision, people were mad about it, right? People was upset about the last
and here's
decision.
my thing. And you knew you got a strong reaction.
And
so you knew saying
that,
another, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You were setting it up.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie.
You knew
if the
people
nigga
were
said,
gonna be like, oh, this
he's
must be
rage
for the
baiting.
retirement. Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
I was literally saying he better not waste my time with nothing else but announcing his retirement. I said this yesterday. He better not waste my time.
Yeah,
now I will say this though. I will say this. If that nigga said, I know Jay-Z's not 100% owner now, but if the nigga said do say, I'd have been like, that's all right. Like that's all right, brother.
You know what makes it worse? And this reminds me why people don't like LeBron. It reminds me why people don't like him.
Expound
because
on
this
that.
nigga kid with his smug ass laugh. Fucking, I'm partnering with Hennessy. I know how controversial saying I got a decision is. But gotcha. It's just a partnership with Hennessy. Making a whole joke out of that shit that people was truly early upset about. Like, it goes to show that he don't give a fuck about, like, his fans and stuff, or people who support him. Or
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
It goes to show that he just wasting our time, but he knew how, like, people who love him would be like, oh shit, the decision, this must be his retirement. Oh my God.
But I was just gonna say, for that reason though, he knows he's gonna get attention.
It's a smack.
You know what I mean? Instead of saying like, oh, I have an announcement for y'all or whatever, that's a hard launch. Like, okay, I'm gonna have all eyes on me. Even if it's like people are mad about it, you're still giving me attention. You're still showing light to this deal that I just signed off or made or whatever the case may be.
Look, marketing is
some fucking Hennessy.
Like,
all this for some fucking Hennessy is crazy.
Let me ask you though, did you know he had a tequila brand?
No.
So I don't blame him for doing
it. but Hennessy ain't his brand.
No, but
it's not. But he partnered.
What he's saying is,
but also this nigga be talking about wine all the time. I would think he would start a wine company.
I think wine is not as easy as people would think. I mean, Snoop. How well is Snoop doing?
Hennessy just gave this nigga mad money just to do this. That's all it is.
But
he was a special bottle. It's VSOP.
So here's the thing. I want to say that I've seen his bottle before. So it's
Lobos, I think it's called like Lobos or something like that.
Yeah,
something
not the tequila one. I think I've seen Henny bottles where it's like kind of spray painted type label, and it's like his like silhouette in it. Like, so I don't know why.
They might have already started this.
I guess it's like another push, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought he was already partnered with. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, with the shop.
Yeah.
That show, the shop, they got a partnership.
He has different ways. He has different ways of promoting this. And he decided to do that.
I don't know. I just think you got the people riled up.
If you was gonna use the decision, knowing how like because
now you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like when he retires, it's gonna be like when he actually decides to retire, people ain't gonna give a fuck.
Well, that's not true.
People still give a fuck.
I don't know, but I don't think it's gonna be like he can't use. Oh, I have a decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Yeah, no, he can't do that again. He can't do it again.
Like that would be perfect if it's in his back pocket. It's
honestly, I would love to see LeBron just like pull a Barry Sanders, just send a fax, just send a letter to Cleveland, to Los Angeles, be like, I'm out. Just go off into the wind. Like, I don't know. You know, he's. Yeah. I feel like he's not appreciated as a basketball player. I feel like he's not appreciated. Yeah.
There's a lot of hating ass niggas.
For sure, it's a lot of hating
ass
niggas.
A lot of hating ass niggas.
He should have been. I forget how many MVPs he has, but he should have way more.
Yeah.
And niggas just got tired of voting for him. You know what I'm saying? So he just start giving it to other people. But I don't know. You know, we don't appreciate the way he plays. I think we always expect him to just dunk over niggas. You know, we don't really appreciate him playing the game of basketball really to the level that he is.
Yeah.
And I feel like at this point he's really just playing because he loves it. He ain't giving a. He really not cared. He really not cared. That was the biggest fu I've ever witnessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just not. Oh, that's
It
tough.
like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
tough.
it's
I don't
crazy.
know.
It's
I don't
this
know.
whole thing.
Would you say so? Would you say that the LeBron we have now, like in this current moment, would that be equivalent to Michael when he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do baseball"? Like, do you feel like
No,
it's in that
no.
same?
This is better. This
No.
LeBron is way better
No.
than the
When
no.
LeBron,
Well,
when Jordan was his
when Jordan
age,
did baseball, Jordan was still in his prime. Let's not
yeah,
get it twisted.
Got
The
you.
boy
Okay.
came back
No,
and
this is
won
why
3
I asked the
finals.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I think you was referring to was when Michael Jordan was playing with the Wizards, and this is
Yeah.
not that.
No.
LeBron
Got
is
It-
at a high
yeah.
level of basketball.
I
Got you.
think
Okay.
Jordan is the
But he's
same
been
age
like,
he was now when he played at the Wizards.
yeah,
And
and he
it's like,
wasn't.
yeah, no. LeBron's
Got
way
you.
better.
Okay.
LeBron
Okay.
can
Okay.
still take a team to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just interesting to see somebody continuously put these financial moves together to prepare for when the times come to leave, but yet he just keeps
But never
sticking
leaves.
around.
Yeah.
And he's still good. I think there's a level of hating ass nigga that
Yeah, a lot of niggas be
a lot of
hating.
people just gonna have. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I question though, very do y'all have any Hennessy stories?
Not that I
I
can
just
tell on a
can't.
recorded
I-
platform. No, come on, man.
I
Not
don't.
only I
Here's the
can say it
thing.
out loud.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Just
Here's a different question.
I just don't think Hennessy is a good. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Do you have?
Anytime you've done something stupid, like while drunk, 10 times out of 10 you are on Hennessy.
I would say I've
And
grown
this
out of
is why
Hennessy.
I don't understand the partnership.
The cognac
You
doesn't
can't
bring
act
the
like
best
you
out of
don't
you.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't act like you don't know how much niggas
Yeah.
Hennessy and niggatry is associated with each other.
When you get Hennessy, with the
Strong
VSOP Hennessy is a different type. It's like the age stuff. It's supposed
That's
to be
fair.
like the
That's fair.
fancier
Okay.
stuff. But also at the same time,
Fancier Hennessy is crazy.
Very special.
no,
very
they do
special.
have fancy bottles of Hennessy. You see
No,
them
they
ones
do.
that-
They
yeah,
do.
you see
They
them
do.
ones
Some of
that
these bottles,
they put in the
they
case.
look crazy.
I got like a
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
50-year-old.
Genie.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fancy.
I didn't know that.
Okay. What's a good chaser for the hen dog? Last question. I prefer ginger ale. What do you like to drink with your Hennessy?
Coke.
Man, yeah, I had to give that up a long time. I had to give that up a while ago.
You got to do
Cranberry
Coca-Cola.
actually low key don't be not with the darks.
Not with the dark. I like cranberry if I'm doing tequila.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You could do cranberry, pineapple, you know what I mean? So it's like, but I don't feel like cranberry's enough to like pair with Hennessy. I don't
Something
think that.
so.
Yeah. Oh, see, if I'm drinking Hennessy, I don't want to taste it. Like I just want to like take it down. That's it.
Hennessy was I think the first time I purchased alcohol, I bought a Hennessy bottle.
I feel like that's every person of color though, no?
Yep, Jay was with me. Yeah. And that was when I didn't understand portions. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I didn't understand the red cup. I didn't understand the red cup measurements.
None of us did.
It was a rough time. It was
not
a fun
not
night.
one motherfucker knew. But we just pouring it up. And it's just like, you know what? That's actually a double shot. You don't even know it. That's a double shot. And you just taking that shit back like it's water. Mm-hmm. And this is before we knew about, the powders and the, you take your vitamins and shit. So you woke up fucked up the next day. That's another reason why I can't fuck with Henny. You wake up head pounding.
I wish LeBron the best. Yes and no. But, it all work out for the boy. And that's all we got for today, man. This is the No Clearance Podcast. I truly, truly appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit subscribe, like the video. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/NoClearance. I hope you stay black.
Stay blessed.